Hello. Hello, El Paso Borderland community. I'm here with my music teacher. He's so great. His name is Yams. If you haven't met him before, go to SoundCloud. I mean, not SoundCloud. Go to Spotify and look up YEMS. Yams. Do you want to say hi? Okay. Okay. There he is. There he is. Hey, he's awesome. He's so great. He's so great. And you're going to hear him because I'm going to, if he allows me, because I like to be respectful of people's, time and their, privacy. But, I mean, obviously we're in class, but, he didn't sign up for this. But, but he's amazing, as you can already hear him in the background. So, once we get going, I'm going to share, but I'm here at SoundStage9 in El Paso, Texas. This is such a great music community. So if you are a musician, if your family, if your kids, if your partner, if you have a musical dream and you know that it's something that someone someone that special love and family or friend of your life has a dream of making music and they already play, but they want to link into a community, maybe get better, get some lessons, and, take it seriously in terms of just feeding their inner child. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that you have to be going for, that you got to be going for the Grammys yourself, but it does help that this is a community that is ran by a Grammy award-winning artist right here from El Paso, literally just won 2025. So I'm not talking about 30 years ago. I'm talking about now. And there's just something really satisfying when you're a musician and you love music. There's something really healing about being around other musicians and learning from other musicians. There's something very healing about letting your inner child play. And music is play, but it's not just play, it's healing. You know what I'm saying? And we need more of it, and we need more good music, and we need just more connection and community. And so there's just a great community to link into. I think that the classes are $120 a month, and you get an hour a week of lessons. So an hour a week of lessons is a very long time. And for $120, most of you, if you go out, you're spending that on a night out. Exchange your weekend out one weekend, invest one weekend in taking music lessons instead, okay? So we're writing the theme song for El Paso, Texas, okay? And so this is what we come up with so far, thanks to me and my incredible music teacher. There he is right there, Yems. He goes by Yems. You need to look him up on Spotify right now. YEMS, Yems. He is amazing. His album is incredible. It's in all Spanish. Oh, wait, is it all in Spanish? It's in Spanish and English, right? Yeah, okay. It's in Spanish and English, but it's one of my favorite albums, and I just haven't gotten past the first few songs because I keep forgetting to put it back on when I get in the car. That's it. But it's just because I have ADD. But he's amazing, and he's helping me write this song. And he's helped me already tremendously, and I think I've only worked with him for like a month and a half or something. So if that just lets you know how great and inspiring he is, that's the truth. Now, here's the El Paso song. This is what we've come up with so far. El Paso, El Paso, the land that I love. Da 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 da. Oh, I decided to do this, by the way. Let me watch. I decided to do this. El Paso, El Paso, la 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 la, da 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 da. Oh man, I was doing so great. And then I'll go down. So 3, and then I'll go do that part. And then we said. like that breakdown. Okay, that's as far as we got. Thank you for the like. Appreciate ya. Okay. Hi. Yeah. So now we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through the lyric. I'm gonna go through the lyric writing process. Okay. So, let me get a piece of paper to fix that. Yeah. Now's a good time to go through the lyric writing process, since we got the base, or the foundation. Or is this? No, that's not. At least. Oh, here. Okay, all right, so here we go. We're writing the song. Let's go. Hey, thank you. Thanks for all the love and the hearts and everything. We are writing the official 5-star conversations in the Sun City song for the El Paso and the borderland, everybody. So thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to write a song, the official song for your podcast, if you want to learn how to engage more in your local community, follow 5-star conversations. I'm doing that here in the borderland in El Paso, Texas, to share all the experts and the love and the professionalism. Thank you so much, Mysterious Night, for subbing. Thank you so much. I'm sharing my journey, my healing journey from drugs and alcohol. The reason I'm even telling you all this too is because this is going into my theme song. Because this is a very personal thing for me. El Paso birthed me, and it has healed me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mysterious Night. I appreciate you. El Paso has healed me, and it also gave me birth, okay? And so now that when I came back here, it was very healing, and the people that I have met and the things I learned when I got back here, I became much more in touch with my spiritual side. I never was. I thought I was before. I thought I was spiritual before. And I was always connected to God, and God has been that one set of footprints in the sand for me my whole life. You know what I mean? I've escaped death. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've escaped getting put in jail and probably in prison too, to be honest. You know what I mean? Just because of the circles I was running in. And now here I am back in El Paso. Music has saved my life. The people that I'm surrounding myself with is keeping me sober and sane and grateful and in the energy of manifestation. Red leather. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. You know what? Red leather. Okay. Great. Yeah, but drug addiction is no joke. But when you are tapped into your spirituality, the beautiful thing is that God will see you through. You have to believe it. You must believe. God will see you through. And another thing you have to believe is that your journey is your own, just like other people's journey is their own. So you can't hold yourself responsible for everybody else's choices. You get to get clean. You get to get clean and to be whole within. And by your example, and I am truly an example of this, by me focusing on my healing, it has blessed everyone around me and my family and everything. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's not because me trying to tell other people what to do has never helped. And it's only got me darker and deeper. So that's why we're going to write the El Paso song, because I love this space. I do believe I was born here. I was born and raised here in El Paso, Texas. And I believe that because of the culture of love. Okay, I'm going to write that down. See? Okay, so I'm talking to you guys, but I'm really thinking of like what I'm going to say. Okay, so it's kind of like I'm doing both a little bit. So because of the culture of love. And did you know that the L is the old, it's interesting actually, it's the Hebrew name for God. El, so think of El Paso, but L El is actually derived from. I learned this in my world religion class this last week, or actually yesterday to be exact, or 2 days ago, because that's when I was reading reading my slides for the assignment due yesterday. But anyway, but I was like, I said, see, that's why these things. Also, when you're writing music and you're writing something meaningful, that's why it takes time. That's why you don't want to rush it, because sometimes there's information that comes through like that. That's very, that's that. If you're here to give a message, if you're here for a real message, like to really share a truth, then it behooves you. Thank you so much, Mysterious Night. I'm glad I did too. And it's look, one day at a time. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna act like of course, one day at a time, but I am only human. I don't want to think too long about it. That's why they say the one thing one day at a time. But as for today, I am sober and I'm grateful, because sobriety is a blessing, a true, real blessing. But so what I'm saying is that, so back to L. So I'm going to do some research too, that actually just is having this conversation. I want to do a little bit more research about El Paso, because there's probably a lot I should know that I don't, But what I do know is that I was born here. I grew up here. I went to high school here. So I know it as much as I need to know it to be able to honor this area as much as I do. Okay, because I am an El Pasoan, and through and through, and I was born here. So there's a culture of love here that is different than anywhere I've ever been in the world, except for raves. When I started going to the raves, people hugged and loved on each other a lot there, like they do here, but we were always like that here. So I think that probably, that my natural inclination when I really like someone is to hug them, but it's not like that in the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Did you realize that? Because is your life like that? Like with your friends and family, are you a big hugger and kisser? Because a lot of times even got the hug and kiss on the cheek and people that you're really close to, but not like people you work with. Okay. That's probably smart. Me, on the other hand, I'm a big whore. And so, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not a whore. But I am. I like making Yebs laugh. And so, because that's funny. Is that so? You want people to call you Yems, or is Yems more like? Is that like a name for you, or huh? You like me to call you Yems? Okay. Do people call you Yems? No. Huh? They do. Here? Yeah. Oh, they love it because they love it. Maybe on the social media. Thank you. Yeah, Yems. Well, I'm gonna call you Yems because I like when people call me M Trey because that's my music name. Yeah. So when people are like M Trey, it like warms my heart because I'm like, that is like that. I feel the most me as M Trey, For me, it's like with like day-to-day interactions. I'm just happy to be called my real name. Oh, okay. But like in the music, like this music thing is like cool too. I'm Yems, I know. Yeah. No, I agree. I understand. And so. But no, and you're right. Like, if somebody, but I think if somebody random to call me M Trey, that would be cool too, because I'd be like, oh, they know my music, Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, that must mean they got it somewhere, So, anyways, and so culture of love. So that's what I love about El Paso. It's culture of love. Okay, so I was born here. I'm the only sibling that was born here. I'm going to write that. I don't know why that should be important, but it is. I'm the only sibling. I think it is. Actually, you know why that is important? Because I'm really the only person in my immediate family that was born here. Everybody else was born in Kentucky. Mm. and my mom was born in Panama. So I think that maybe me growing up here is why I'm like the most. Hey, oh, that's cool. Those are cool. Um, I think maybe me growing up here is why I'm such a like I'm a very lovey-dovey person, but none of the rest of my family is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that because I'm not, I'm physical like that, but like with family and
Yeah,
really,
with
really close friends. But like, I don't get annoyed when somebody.
yo, you. It's not like you're like.
I know.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah. I don't hug you, do I?
I
No, I really
think
don't. I
so.
don't think so. That's interesting because I've hugged all of my other teachers. But that's the thing is that I'm very observant. So I don't, I know, I understand an invisible boundary. You know what I'm saying? I get that. And I respect people's boundaries. So that's one thing about me. Okay, so I'm the only sibling born in El Paso, and okay, so the day I was born it was a beautiful. It was the best day on earth, besides when Jesus was born. I guess Jesus gets to have the. I'll let you have that, Jesus. I'll let you have the first one. No, I'm just kidding. No, so Jesus knows my sense of humor. He loves me for it. But anyways, I don't think Jesus would not wanted everybody to be so serious all the time. But he would have expected us to be serious when it mattered and to do the right thing when it matters. That's the difference. You know what I mean? And act a lot of people are very legal and judgmental, but they're actually not seriously don't act seriously on behalf of Jesus when it actually matters. You know what I mean? Like the that's the that's the paradox that we're living in, guys. Okay, so I was born on Sunday. I was born at 5:57. I was born. Why was that important? Oh, because I don't know why it's important, but my astrology chart is like in the shape of a pyramid, and somebody told me that was like that made that day really special. I'm like, of course it was. Of course. It was my birthday. No, I'm just kidding. And so, because they had originally done my astrology chart from Cincinnati, because that's where I was, and they thought and I was like, no, I was born in El Paso. And when they changed it to El Paso, they're like, oh wow, that's even more special. So that's why I feel like this land is special, because of me. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I do feel like, I mean, I can't just say I feel like it. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Like my understanding of this life and my connection with God is just on fleek. And so I have to understand that where I was born plays a part in that. And I think that's why I got that astrology chart happened like that, so that I could see the difference. Because they sent me the original astrology chart where they thought I was in Cincinnati, but when they changed it to El Paso, and that one was already dope too, but when she changed the location, she's like, oh, this is even more like, oh wow, this is like, you're a special person. And I was like, I know, thank you. No, I'm just kidding. But I was like, I didn't know at the time, but it was all confirmation. And it was God's way of sharing with me how important that that El Paso is. So that's okay. So let me get back to what I was. Okay, so L is the name for how they consider the God of Abraham. So have you ever heard like El Shaddai? See, so L. So isn't that interesting? Did you ever connect those? Because I never did till my religion class. Like, because El Shaddai, Jehovah Jireh, they'll say like El Shaddai, and I never realized like the L part.
That's right.
Isn't that interesting? So God pass. See, this land is special. That's why this land is special, because it's God's pass. It's God pass. El Paso, the pass, but it's God pass. So that means everything in Spanish is God, which, everything, God, everything is L. Everything's L. Huh? Do you look something up? Oh, let me see. What does it say?
Like God Almighty.
Yeah, El Shaddai, God Almighty. Yeah, God, all sufficient God, El Shaddai. So Shaddai is the Almighty part, and El is God. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, I never knew that. I mean, yeah, I never knew that till a couple days ago. So that's going to be a part of my song. El. So God pass, basically. So this is a. Yeah, God pass. Like this is the a portal. This imagine getting everyone in El Paso behind the understanding that like we are like God's people. That'd be really cool. Like this is a chosen space. Like this is a chosen land. This is a sacred land, because it's God pass. Like that. I mean, that's just incredible. And here, okay, so here's something else that I learned and that's why this song is really important. See, and this is why this is all. So this is all part of the process, guys. Okay, because in that same class, one of the readings I had to read was talking about how like the difference between myth and history, myth and fable, and all that, and myth. But it was saying that a myth. Oh, this is good. It was okay. So it was talking about this general that felt like he could incite a movement based on a slogan, and I'm like, that's interesting. And what the paper essentially was saying that it's not necessarily the slogan, or they were saying that how this general was getting it wrong. Okay, this is what was powerful. He said what this general got wrong about that is that he was trying to create a slogan that was going to embody their future. But he said what makes something a myth. But what makes something a myth? Because they would say, like in this world religion class, they would say that Judaism, Buddhism, Christianity is all a myth, but not a myth in a way that it's discounted, like that it's like not that it's that you're stupid for believing in it because it's imaginary. That's not what a myth means. It means that there is no real tactical evidence to tie certain events to certain dates like you can with history or a fact, but that it's authoritative and that there's a truth claim in it, and that the truth claim is authoritative to the point where its followers actually live their life according to the narrative. That's what makes it a myth. And so what this guy was proposing is that the best myths or the best movements are created by invoking your ancestors, not and then invoking your ancestors and having everyone in the present tied to something in the past. But a lot of time, and this is like great for marketing and stuff, because that's where my mind went with it. I'm like, my mind was like blowing as I'm reading this. I'm like, wow, this is talking about religion. And is religion not the biggest marketing campaign on earth right now? Because that's what everything is going around. I mean, even politics, everything is like going, and they're so like studying world religion, and this right now is so relevant, you know what I mean, to like everything that's going on in the world. And so it's saying that he was proposing that the movement should be tied around a common ancestry in the past, not so much how you're moving forward in the future. And I thought that's where a lot of marketing gets it wrong, because a lot of marketing is like future oriented, where really, and I mean, if you're talking technology, then maybe you do want to be future oriented. But even then, what you really want to do is you want to rally people around something that's going to invoke their ancestry. So like, let's say Steve Jobs, he was successful in rallying around the creativity in people. So it wasn't about it wasn't about the technology. That he created the emotion by connecting the creative in people and designing things in that way. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was fascinating. So, but bringing it back to the El Paso thing and the God Pass, that's going to be what makes it an anthem, because I'm going to tie the spirituality, the culture, the sacredness, and God. Because really, God is the ultimate ancestor in everybody's mind today. You know what I mean? Even if you don't believe in God, you still have to, even if you're an atheist, you still have to decide that you still have to deal with the God figure. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're an atheist, you still have, you have decided to deal with the God figure by just rejecting him, but you can't ignore it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't pretend like it doesn't exist. And I find that to be quite fascinating. So, anyways, that's my big excitement. What time is it? Is it time to go? Oh, no, we still got 10 minutes. Great. So, yeah, that's great if you keep playing it, because then maybe that's going to give me some more ideas. So, El Paso, okay. So maybe this could be, so maybe I should I should write it in a way of like, yeah, I want this song to give people pride about living in El Paso. You know what I mean? To make people feel like I'm proud to be in El Paso. Yeah, because that's how I feel. Like, I'm proud to be in El Paso. I'm proud to be, like, El Paso is such a special place. El Paso is such a special, it is touched by God. And I really do believe that these lands are sacred. I really do. I really have believed that I always do. And every time I drive through that's what I'm going to say something like that too. Then every time I drive through the Trans Mountain.
Could be named El Paso's Myth.
Huh?
El Paso's Myth.
Oh, the myth of El Paso. I like that one. Myth of El Paso. That's a good idea. El Paso. But I see, and then but from that makes me want to say the gift of El Paso, because I kind of like that. The gift of El Paso, but putting the myth in there too. So, and I like that because it's like, I'm going to tell you a story about El Paso, but it's not the one you've heard before. It's one you've never heard before. Yeah, I like that phrase, you know? Do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about because I'll probably do a little nod to that. What's his name? That Marty Robbins has that song. Yeah. But I'm like, good, because what I could probably say in there too is that it's not there. And I don't know. I feel like, I mean, this probably would be a rap part, because maybe I could have a rap part, and where I can say like, this isn't about Benicio del Toro or Leonardo. This isn't about, I'm just going to write it, but I don't know if I'm going to use that part, but you write down all the ideas and then you cut it out, This ain't no Pulp Fiction. There you go. This ain't no, because Pulp Fiction was set here, right?
Oh.
Did you know that? The movie Pulp Fiction? Have you heard of that? The movie Pulp Fiction?
I watched it, but I didn't know it was like
set in El Paso. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, ask Google to make sure I'm not. I mean, I think it was. This ain't no Pulp Fiction. Yeah, that's gonna be good. They're good because people are gonna like these references. This ain't no Pulp. Does it say? It wasn't made? It wasn't made here. Wait, let me see. I think it was. Huh? Yeah, based in El Paso. Was it based in El Paso? There was a part of it that was in El Paso. Was it? Or is it showing it?
No, it's the same like Los Angeles.
Oh.
Like, it's getting different.
Oh well, shit. You know what?